Do you focus on marketing or sales, and why? Your name, please?
Shikha. I run a company called Orbit Wallet.
How do you find your first customer? How do you make your first hire? How should a 20-year-old validate their business idea?
If your grandma understands what you're building, you're on a right track.
How much are you worth?
नहीं बताऊंगी.
Let's figure out what people of HSR do. Hi, can I take a minute?
Go ahead.
Your name, please?
Shikha.
What do you do?
I run a company called Orbit Wallet. We provide interoperability between transit, payments and access.
Why did you quit your job and started a business?
We're all living in a India growth story. I wanted to be a part of it in first place. And also at this age and time, either I would have switched on a job, I would have gone for an MBA or started something of my own. So I think the return on investment of my time and money that I calculated on 3 of these things, I found it to be better. I couldn't sleep without starting out. I was iterating in between a lot of ideas for a lot of years now, and you could always procrastinate, but you have to start somewhere.
Wow, that's something happening here. How old are you?
I am 25, too old.
Too old at 25.
Yes.
You are just 25, right? How do you, what advice do you have for people who are 20 to 25 years old on starting a business?
I think just start, don't think too much, because you will never really get to the end of business plans and GTM and blah blah blah, whatever fancy words you hear. You will have to sit down and figure it out. It will hardly take you 5-6 months barely. Just sit down and do your work. It will be worth it.
So in 5-6 months, what are the top 3 things that I should have before taking the final leap of starting up?
I think you should have spoken to a lot of your customers. You should know what your customer really needs, how your product is going to be rolled out. You don't really have to answer all the questions like what will be my product market fit, how am I going to scale. The initial things that you do with your product has to be really non-scalable, right? You're going to talk to 100 customers and just try and understand if 20 or 30 of them are going to repeatedly use your product.
And how much money do you think that a youngster needs to start something in 6 months? Like the minimum amount?
0.
That's amazing, right? What are the top 3 traits that you feel a good founder has?
You need to understand 1, 2, 3, 4 of the thing that you're doing, not only talk about it on a very superficial level. Secondly, just stick to the ground and work on one thing at a time rather than thinking 10 years down the line and going to IPO stage. So you just have to think about your product, your customer, that's it. Nothing else matters.
What are the initial challenges that you faced while starting Orbit?
Understanding the product, right? Because I do not come from a fintech background, so it took me a lot of time to understand the compliances, to understand how the tech around fintech functions. I had to figure out fundraising, I had to figure out the GTM. Everything needs to be figured out, but one step at a time.
Got it. So if somebody is trying to raise, what are the key things that investors are looking today?
There are only 2 things that any investor in the world will look for. First is the market that you're into. Second is the founder you are. So are you the correct founder for the market that you've picked? I think that will be enough for your seed funding.
As a newbie, should I be scared about my competitor, or is there some other way around to actually get started and then figure out?
Definitely not. Definitely not. The answer why I'm emphasizing a lot on it is competition is going to exist. No matter if you open a new chai ka dukaan or you open a new restaurant or whatever it may be, how you are doing it differently, what is that one thing. It can be really as simple as a simple interface that you provide to your customer. Nothing else can bring a lot of difference from what you are doing and what your competition is doing.
As a 20-year-old, how do you make your first hire? Who is the right person? And also, since you are bootstrapped at that point of time, at the right price?
This is going to be a very stupid answer if you hear it, but hire your first person for 0 salary and sell them your dream of what you're building. If you have somebody who bought what you're trying to build, that's the perfect hire.
So what business do you feel that in today's time, 20-year-olds should do?
Personally, I think just because I'm really passionate about one thing that I'm talking is climate tech. it is a need of an hour. I think there's a lot of funding that is going to be deviated in this because we're seeing climate change all around us. So climate tech is one thing that I think people should be building around. And then if you want me to give you a generic answer, then LLMs and AI is something that's trending a lot, but you really need to understand what specific need in that AI you will solve, or are you just going to sell a story?
If I am a 20-year-old, what is one sentence that you want to tell me? I am a guy who's procrastinating to start up.
I'm telling you, just start.
So just do it.
Just do it. Go with the Nike flow.
How should a 20-year-old validate their business idea?
Go complete gorilla, right? Go ask your customers of what you're building. If your grandma understands what you're building, you're on a right track.
So in every market, there are multiple customers, right?
Yeah.
How do you identify the right customer set for your product?
When you're building a product, you specifically know that this is, just for example, let's say you're building something for coders, right? You're trying to simplify how they code. So you just know what kind of coders do you need that are going to use your product. Just go and talk to them in first phase, and eventually you might not hit the right customer segment the first time you go out in the market, definitely, but you can go and ask around 20 people on LinkedIn. Somebody or the other will connect you. You take one step, the universe will take three for you.
So as a new founder, do you focus on marketing or sales, and why?
I focus on sales a lot more than marketing in first piece, because you still do not know if you've reached a product market fit or not. You have to really understand that the product that you have built for the customer is something that they need, because as a founder you are consumed by your idea 24/7. You are breathing that day in and day out, so you know it a lot more about it than a person right in front of you. So don't be overconsumed by that thought. Just know that samne wala insan is only giving 2 fucks about it, and you're giving 100.
What are the top 3 mistakes that initial founders do and they should avoid?
On top of my head, I could think of this one mistake, that is overcomplicating it. You do not have to do an entire PhD on your business plan and how ends will meet and all of it. Just go in the market, experiment a little bit. You will know at the end of the day if it is working or not. The moment you overcomplicate things, you're going to fail.
So at what stage founders should pivot?
Founder can sell its idea to 200 people, right? You have too many stakeholders, you have investors, you have customers, you have employees, blah, blah, blah. But at your core, you know what's working and not, because data speaks for itself, right? So after experimenting well, if you figured out, yaar ye nahi chal raha hai, theek hai? So don't stick to that idea, don't call it so dearly, because you're here to make money, let's be honest. Just try and change it a little bit, try and experiment ki ये जो मेरे पास target audience है, can I sell it a little bit differently so that I can make a better business out of it.
How do you find your first customer?
So for me, we had quite a few plans on where we'll find our first customer, but then we realized the density of my audience as Orbit Wallet is more on metro stations. So we went to metro stations, we stood outside metro station and approached at least 30-40 people, out of which 3-4 converted, and they took our card and they experimented with it. In general, if you ask, I think there are a couple of things that you can do. Let's say you are building something for coders, so go and stand in front of a tech park, talk to all the coders or engineers. If you want to build something for doctors, go and sit in the clinics and talk to them. If you want to create something for auto walas, go and talk to the auto walas. It's as simple as that.
If you have 1 lakh rupees today, what business will you start?
I would start a poha jalebi ka counter in Bangalore, and believe me, it's going to give me skyrocket growth.
What task do you prioritize in a startup as a new startup, and where do you put your money?
It'll be different for, again, different kinds of startups, but if you're asking me specifically, then currently I would put the first set of money in acquiring the customers and building the product. These are the only 2 pillars that will take me further, and everything else, let's say marketing and hiring the senior team and all of it, is a little secondary, but working on your customers and your product is the priority.
Stop procrastinating. Start today. That was the episode, Future Founders. A lot of great founders and entrepreneurs are in line to guide you on your startup journey. Till then, stop procrastinating and start today.